and it was the first time in about 6.5 years that I didn't take an oxycodone when I woke up. I had been working with my primary care physician, as well as doing my own research and using cannabis for pain, as well as other health issues. And I had got down from taking 45 up to 90 milligrams of oxycodone every day. I'd got down to 10 milligrams every day, usually in 2 doses, half in the morning and half at night. But I had run out the day before, and although I did have a renewal prescription, just like I had for years and years, I had chosen not to fill it. I was feeling much better physically than I had in many years. I had more energy. I still was struggling with sleep and some other issues that I have had, but pain-wise, I was doing quite well. I had been prepared for some withdrawals. I have gone through withdrawals for gambling before, and I figured it'd be similar. It was a little bit more physical, not quite so emotional. When I went through withdrawals for gambling, it was just very anxiety producing. But coming off the narcotics, I had more physical things. And one of the worst things was I had very bad paranoia and rage. Part of that was the situation I was in, and part of it was just the withdrawal. It was a combination. It's been a hell of a year. But I am so grateful that I made that decision. I don't regret it at all. I don't miss those pills. I don't miss the medication at all. Not at all. I feel much better. I have much better energy, much better attitude, definitely thinking better. And cannabis is what made this work for me. Cannabis was my exit drug, and now it's my medicine. I have literally replaced 12 prescriptions, multiple over-the-counters, supplements, all with cannabis. It has not been easy. There have been a lot of physical, emotional, and psychological symptoms that have definitely impacted me in this last year. And I would just tell somebody, if they were going to consider coming off an opiate or benzodiazepine or a psychiatric medication, that to make sure the people around you are aware what's going on, and prepare yourself for a long, potentially long duration where you have a lot of uncomfortable symptoms. Pain, insomnia, headaches, irritability, stomach aches, diarrhea, constipation, blurred vision, akathisia, depersonalization, derealization. There's all kinds of things, and part of it is from opiate withdrawal. Part of it is I also withdrew from benzo shortly after that. But In my research, I've learned so much in this last year, and I have realized that all of these medications, they affect our psyche. And medication started being given to me right and left when I actually just needed someone to talk to and who would listen to me and hear the struggles that I have had and were having at that particular time. But our society has become very, very reliant on instant fixes. If you have indigestion, you need a proton pump inhibitor. You need a little Prilosec. Excuse me. Pardon me. If you have a cold, you go find some over-the-counter medicine to make you feel better. If you have pain, you go to the doctor and they give you a pain medication. If you're depressed or going through a bad time, they give you an antidepressant. If you're anxious or having a hard time sleeping, they give you a benzodiazepine. Sometimes they'll give you a benzodiazepine for other things too. But they don't tell you how horrid it is coming off of these medications. They don't tell you how it's going to impact your life for months, if not years. I still wouldn't change it. I'm grateful. I am so grateful that I am not controlled by pills, because one of the reasons that I made the decision to do this was I realized that taking all of these pills wasn't sustainable. It wasn't making me feel better. In fact, it was doing the opposite. I've had severe anxiety and insomnia since taking medications for anxiety and insomnia. The pain pills eventually don't work, so you have to take more. Same with the muscle relaxers. You have to switch because you become tolerant. You hit a tolerance point. So the reason I'm making this video is for awareness. Be aware of what you're taking. Pills are not the answer. They are not the solution. They do not heal. They do not promote good, healthy living. They're temporary. That's what they're supposed to be, something temporary. And then you have to deal with all the other things. So, I'm grateful I'm learning how to deal with things. It might not be the way everyone thinks I should, but it's what's working for me today. And I'm really grateful for cannabis. It is so much kinder and gentler, and my body feels so much better. And I'm not walking around like a goofball zombie. In fact, if you talk to people who see me on a regular basis, they will tell you that I very, very rarely seem altered. It just helps with the pain. It works with my endocannabinoid system that is present in my body, and it is promoting healing in many ways. There is much scientific evidence, and I don't need tons of it because I am the evidence. And me being able to do the things that I'm doing today and sleeping better and having better pain control and having a better attitude, these are all things that cannabis has helped with. So I'm celebrating my 1 year opiate free. After 25 years of off and on narcotic use from various injuries, car accidents, work-related injuries, etc., to where for 7 years it just got worse and worse and worse with the fibromyalgia and the bursitis and the bulging discs in my back and my neck and all these things that caused me pain. I just kept taking more and more medicine trying to get out of bed, and I stayed in bed more than I was out of bed. But now I'm out of bed almost every day, and I'm up, and I still have issues. I'm still working through things. I still have symptoms. I still have moments of post-acute withdrawal syndrome. I still get mad about things that happened and that I don't have control over. I still hurt. Right now I hurt a lot. My back is really hurting bad today. I worked today and I pulled weeds and my back hurts. But I've medicated and I can deal with it. And it's just a really great thing, because if I would have come home and taken a pain pill, and it might have helped for a little while, but the things that it did in my gut and in my brain, they just weren't fun. So this is just so much better. Anyway, I just wanted to give an update. I'm sitting here at my camp spot, and I'm doing okay, because I'm healing, and cannabis helps. Anyway, so do all of you that have been giving me support over these months and this last year. I appreciate you so much. And anyway, it's getting a little windy here. We're supposed to have some weather moving in. So I'm going to close with a best wishes for a wonderful weekend for Mother's Day. Mother's Day has always been a rough day for me, but I hope you all have a great time, and I hope you have found a way to get off opiates, because routine opiates just is not a sustainable way of life. Anyway, peace to y'all.